Hey, welcome. Let's see what messages Spirit wants us to explore at this moment. Pick up the energy. Pick up on the energy, rather. Okay, you want to... I'll take you this way. Masked realities beyond posing facades and cover-ups. Dare to unveil the hidden truth or the truth hidden beneath. Okay. And we have two. Mapping the way. Explore love and unearth unexpected treasures. And that came out with Devotion Blooms. Nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness. I think Spirit is saying bear down. Become bare, naked, emotionally, with your partner, with your spouse, and explore each other, the real you. And you'll find unexpected treasures. Not what is the masked, polished, perfect, what you want everyone to see. No, peel back the layers and show sides that you haven't shown anyone before. And you'll find unexpected treasures in doing it, the experience of it, as well as seeing that in the other person. And then we have Devotion Blooms coming out with this, unexpected treasures. I think this would allow for a deeper devotion. You're not going to feel really drawn, connected to a fake persona or someone's inauthentic ways. You're only going to really anchor in that kind of love that you're seeking when you show who you are and accept that person for who they are. Then you can become devoted because you're really connecting and sensing the energy behind that person is real. You can't, your soul can't connect to fake. It's just not, it's only going to be a fake relationship. It would have to be authentic. It would have to be the real you and the other person's real you, real them, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, let's get some more. Can I get one on masked realities, please? Two, okay. Oh, wow, clown in law. Clown in law. Performance, I get it. Pretending, right? But why law? Justice, lawyer, police. Perhaps your personality is one that's very inflexible, like very, I don't want to say stubborn, but set, firm. And maybe you have always had this, you don't even know that you're masking who you are. You've been so stiff all your life that you really don't know. Haven't taken the time to really just let yourself be free. You may have to do some shadow work. You may have to get therapy. You may have to get self-help books or just kind of go on a self-journey of self-love so that first you can accept who you are truly and love that person. That way you can offer yourself to someone else and not make unrealistic demands on another person based on what you think is the right thing to do, right person to be, right presentation. You ever see those couples who, before they go before their friends, for instance, he may be checking her hair, what she's going to wear. Oh no, don't wear that. What? It's like, are you kidding me? But in that person's mind, they're thinking about how are we going to present? How do we show up? That's not authentic. Okay, and mapping the way, explore love and unexpected treasures. Thank you. Miss you. Wait, eager, missing. Eager, missing. But the obvious is that they would miss you more when you're going for the day. If you like live authentically and you two just really let your hair down and just be you and forget about what anyone else thinks, that connection is so deep you may become inseparable. That's my first take on this. But one sec. Your inner child, especially Mr. Law or Miss Law. You know, I gotta be this way for everyone expects me to be this way, or this is how I was brought up, and this is the way to present yourself. This is acceptable behavior and acceptable thoughts. Maybe I'm seeing like this person is a little child inside of you saying, no, I miss who we were when we were younger or when we were little. You know, when we were kids running around. You haven't been me, your true self, in 20, 30 years. And what are you waiting for? If not now, when? And then it's devotion blooms. Nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness. Right. Not only will you become more connected and devoted to each other and to yourself. This could be all about self-love. It can be either way you slice it. But accepting the thorns and the blossoms with tenderness. So you're not perfect. So you're sensitive. So you're, I wouldn't say that's not perfect. I can't think of an imperfection in a person. But whatever you deem to not be ideal or something that you think you need to work on, like maybe you're too snappy, maybe you get irritated too quickly. Okay, but still, don't beat yourself up about it. Love yourself through it. Love your thorns even while you're changing them. Be tender with yourself and the other person, so they have behaviors that, really bristle you a bit, ruffle your feathers. You don't really like when they leave the coffee cup on the table. You don't like when they leave the light on. You don't like, okay, but there's a way to address it and still love that person without harboring resentment. Because when you don't have such limitations and expectations that everyone has to be perfect, then you stop expecting that from other people and yourself. Well, let's get one on that devotion blooms. What's that focusing more on? Mirror reflection, yeah. Like I said, in other people, not expecting it in them or yourself. And even this is highlighted to me, appearance. Someone in the collective is really about looks. Like, we're not going to so-and-so's house if you don't have everything straight. And that just really is not, I can't even put the words to what I feel about that. Priorities, energy, wasted, those are words that come to mind when it comes to focusing on appearance before other people and caring about, no, if you want to look good, you want to feel special, you want to smell special and get dialed up, that's for you and that's fine. But suppose you just ran in, you worked late, you had to do something at home, it shouldn't stop you from going to meet Brenda because your hair is not picture perfect, or because your laundry needs to be done and you just grab your old jogging suit or whatever. I'm just saying people get held up on that too much. Much too much. Okay, what else I'm going to add? Which deck spirit is going to get one final? I'm going to go for the Wisdom of the Oracle. Nope, I'll go for this one. Sorry for that little inner battle. Inside team battle. Okay. This one overall message, please. Thanks. Oh, the ego self. Dismantling the ego is a crucial step. The biggest block to your true self must explore the nature of your ego. So Spirit's saying that is the major block in all this. That's why that law came up. Because you were brought up that way. Maybe you learned what society expected and you wanted to be the perfect guy or the perfect girl. You know, do everything the right way. Well, some things are not the right way. Some things you learned weren't right for you, wasn't right for everyone. So you have to dismantle everything that you learned that you have to be or that you should be, and just learn about your true self. Must explore. That's what this whole thing was about. So I hope that you will embark on this journey, take it seriously, because believe it or not, it's more important than investing in any kind of currency or business or relationship with someone else. Before you get this right within for you, you really can't show up healthy and whole and embark on this romantic journey that's worth having. So with that, I hope it helped, and I'll see you in the next reading.